As cortisol levels go up, it suppresses your collagen production. There are specific things that you can do to downregulate your cortisol and your stress. Cortisol is so important to the regulation and the aesthetic of our face. Imagine you live a life that is stress-free. You will actually age slower and you will look better for longer. Imagine another person who has a stressful life, right? Life's always hitting them down. Maybe you feel like you're going through. You will see it on your face. You will actually look older over time. Let me explain what's going on. When people are talking about stress, they're usually talking about cortisol. The reason why we have these stress hormones is to protect us. Back in the day when we used to hunt for our food and fight saber-toothed tigers, when you see that lion in the Serengeti and, hey, listen, that lion's about to attack me and eat me, cortisol levels shoot up. And that sends our body into a state of a sympathetic tone where we're going to have a fight or flight response. That fight or flight response might save your life if you're constantly in this fight or flight state where your hormones are upregulated. It can cause problems for your whole system. Your heart rate's gonna be up. Your cortisol levels are gonna shoot up, and that's gonna do a couple of things. As cortisol levels go up, it suppresses your collagen production, the actual thing that we need. You hear me talk about this all the time, collagen in the skin. The system of support for your cellular mechanism to actually get suppressed. Another thing that happens with increased cortisol is your sleep is gonna be suppressed. Cortisol suppresses your melatonin, and as your melatonin gets suppressed, your circadian system inside your brain, your hypothalamus gets dysregulated and you won't be able to sleep properly. Now we know downstream cascade of poor sleep, you will not look as good in the short term, but over time your body's immune system won't function as well. Your body's risk for systemic issues like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and as we're finding out, neurologic disease all goes up if you have poor sleep. So they're super related. Your face will look more aged. A couple other things that cortisol specifically does on an anatomic physiologic level. So cortisol is a stress hormone, but it's inflammatory. So if you have any inflammatory conditions like hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or issues with your skin, that increased level of cortisol over a long period of time can actually impair your skin's function and the function of that part of your body. Another thing that happens with cortisol, especially when people are taking steroids for an extended period of time, exogenous steroids, meaning putting them in your body, but also just a stressful life, you will see that fat redistributes differently in the body. So there's something called moon facies. Moon facies is when a person takes maybe steroid, Decadron, whatever it might be, and they start to look more full. Their face actually, the facial fat actually starts to redistribute. Now, when you're living a stressful life, it might not redistribute to the same level as moon facies, but you will see small changes in the way that your face holds fat. Now, you've heard me talk ad nauseum about fat redistribution and how our face ages and how the importance of fat is very important to have fat where we want it to be. But fat in the wrong place, puffiness in the wrong place doesn't look good. So another reason why cortisol is so vitally important to the regulation and the function and the aesthetic of our face. Now, what can we do about this? Now, say you live a stressful life. It's very easy for me to just say, live a less stressful life, but there are specific things that you can do to downregulate your cortisol and your stress. What we can do to downregulate the cortisol and the stress in our life, obviously, if there's a stressful offender, we want to remove that. But you can do yoga, you can do breathing exercises, you can try to optimize your sleep to the best of your ability. Good sleep hygiene, sleep in a dark area, make sure you sleep at the same time every night. Take the iPad, the devices out of your sleeping area. You want a clean sleep environment. As much as you can train your body to say, listen, this is my time to go to sleep. Let me avoid the distractions of life. Let me turn off. I know for a lot of us that's hard. My mind is always active. I'm always thinking. But if you can train yourself to kind of avoid and separate life and the living of life from sleep activities, your sleep hygiene will be a little bit better, and that will actually decrease the amount of stress hormone in your body. What are the other things that you can do? You can try to exercise. Exercise, actually, that stress that you're putting on your body helps put your hormones in a little bit more of regulated response. So if you exercise regularly, even if it's just walking, maybe 20 minutes a day, you will find that your stress levels will go down. A lot of people say this, listen, doc, I go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I feel better. I feel like my stress goes away. Everybody needs an outlet. Outside of that, pick up a hobby. Do the things you love. Be around the people that you love. Those things all decrease your stress. So ultimately, we want to live a longer, healthier, more productive life where we look better. So hopefully you guys have learned one or two things about stress and how it impacts your aging. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Carl Truesdale, board certified facial plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. If you're interested in more amazing, beautiful transformations. Educational content or behind the scenes, definitely subscribe, like, and I'll see you soon.